Let's talk about something that can leave parents and teachers feeling totally baffled and honestly just exhausted: the after school meltdown.
So, has this ever happened to you? You get a fantastic report from the teacher. Oh, they had a wonderful day. But then, literally minutes after they walk through your front door, it's like a switch flips. We're talking tears, outbursts, total shutdowns. It feels like you're living with two completely different kids.
Well, if this is ringing a bell, I really want you to hear this. You are not alone. It is an incredibly common experience, especially for parents of neurodivergent kids. And what's happening, it's not random. It's not manipulation. It's actually a pretty predictable response to an invisible kind of strain. And we are going to break down exactly what's going on.
To really get our heads around this, we need a different way to think about energy. And honestly, one of the best tools for that is something called spoon theory. Now, this idea was first thought up to help explain what it's like to live with a chronic illness. But wow, is it a brilliant way to understand the limited energy we all have? Just picture this. You wake up in the morning with, say, 12 spoons. Every single thing you do, from getting dressed to paying attention in class, costs you a spoon.
To make it even simpler, especially for kids, let's think of it like a phone battery or an energy tank. They wake up with a full 100% charge, but all day long, every little challenge, every social interaction, every loud noise, it drains that battery. And when the battery hits zero, the whole system just crashes. And that is the after-school meltdown. So here's the million-dollar question. What in the world is draining that battery so much at school? Because a lot of the time, it's a whole bunch of hidden efforts that we, as adults, don't even see. For a lot of kids, especially neurodivergent kids, a normal school day is like running an emotional marathon. You've got masking, that's where they're constantly pushing down their natural instincts, like fidgeting just to fit in. Then there's sensory overload. Their brain is working overtime just to filter out the buzzing lights, the sound of chairs scraping, all the chatter, every single social cue they have to figure out, every rule they have to remember. Every time they switch from math to gym, it costs a huge amount of energy. This quote from a parent just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? They spend all their spoons, they drain their entire battery just getting through the school day. By the time they see you, there is literally nothing left in the tank.
And this is the core of it all. The reason the meltdown happens at home with you is because you are their safe space. Home is the one and only place where they feel safe enough to finally take off the mask, to stop holding it all together, and to just let out all of that pent-up stress and exhaustion. It's actually a sign of trust.
Okay, so understanding this changes the whole game, right? We can stop seeing it as a behavior problem and start seeing it for what it is: a kid who needs to recharge a totally depleted system. So let's get practical. What can we actually do to help refill that energy tank?
All right, number one, create a buffer zone. Seriously, when they get home, just pause. Resist that urge to hit them with, "How was your day?" and a list of chores. Give them 15, maybe 30 minutes of just quiet. Number two, offer low-demand stuff to do. Things that are calming, not taxing, like building with Legos, listening to music, maybe just swinging outside. And number three, and this is probably the most important one, focus on connection, not correction. Just be a calm presence. Offer a snack or a hug. Be a thermostat, not a thermometer. You're there to set the calm temperature in the room, not just react to their heat.
And hey, this isn't just on parents. Schools can play a massive role here too, in trying to conserve some of that energy during the day. Things like having really predictable routines, building in sensory breaks, or just giving a clear heads up before switching activities. All of that can make a huge difference. It's all about lowering the number of spoons a kid has to use just to get through the day. So if you only take one thing away from all of this, let it be this: that after-school meltdown, it is not your child trying to manipulate you or give you a hard time. It is their nervous system basically screaming that it has absolutely nothing left to give. It is a signal of being completely overloaded, not a sign of being bad. And that really leaves all of us with a final thought to chew on. Once we understand the invisible effort it takes for some kids just to exist in our world, the question completely changes. It stops being, "Why is my kid acting out?" And it becomes, how can we, as parents, as educators, as a whole community, help lower that daily cost of admission so our kids have enough energy left to not just survive, but to actually thrive?